So I've got 20 question answers for question and answer number 38. And then I'm going to go work out and have some fun downstairs. But these are great questions. I want to thank you, everybody, for putting these questions out there. And I just got to say this. I've been reading this Playing for Keeps by Jill Chavez. And I cannot put this book down hardly. It's so good, and it's definitely a romance that I can get lost in, as the title says on the front, by USA Today. And I could just relate to it because you feel so vulnerable when love comes around, and you feel like, oh, good gravy, I don't want to fall, I don't want to be hurt again. So she's like building up this wall, and he's slowly wearing her defenses down, and it's just like he's been hurt too in the past, so he doesn't want to trust. So between the two of them, it's a beautiful love story. But back to the 38 questions. If money were not an issue, what gift would you like to buy someone in your family? If money were not an issue. Money isn't everything. And sometimes love grows best in little houses. But if there was something that I could do with, if money wasn't an issue, besides having grandma's loan paid off at the bank, I would say getting the grandpa his car of his dreams that he always wanted, and adding another bathroom onto this house, definitely. But that would be definitely something that I would say. What kind of people do you like to spend time with? Hardworking, honest, straight shooters, has a sense of humor, that kind. Are you slow to trust people? Absolutely, definitely. Do you think adoptive children have the right to know their birth parents? That one's going to be touchy for me, because I plan on being an adoptive mom. It will hurt, I won't lie, but I think every child has a right to know where they came from, their heritage, and something that they may inherit or not inherit, with being ill. Peanut, where are you going? Well, that's Peanut. He's traveling the hall. He was asleep. I don't know what's got him traveling the hall, but okay. Would you discourage your child from developing a talent that may not provide a lot of money? No. I think that any talent they want to pursue within their heart's desires, and of course my means, would be great. And if I couldn't afford it, I would find a way to afford it, because I would never want to discourage my child from something that they're so passionate about. Your child has talent but wants to quit their music lessons because of the hard work. Do you let them? Myself, I play piano, and I can kind of relate because I was in a reverse situation. I was in dance, and my mom wanted me to really stay in dance, but my heart wasn't in dance, and I loved music, and so therefore I wanted to be in music. So I would always say, you have to follow your heart. Whether that's in music, whether that's in dance, wherever it's at, follow your heart. What would you like to introduce and share with your children and help them grow intellectually? I would say, when you're out there in the world making friends, and you sit down with your friends, and they're talking about other people, remember, only half of it is true, because there's a story that you haven't heard from that actual person. And then there's another side too. I always like to say there's his side, her side, and the truth. So I would teach my kid that there's always three sides to every story, and to weigh what you've been told, but take it with a grain of salt, because you don't know the full story unless you know that person, and unless you live that life, you have no right to judge. Can you hug kids too much? No, and I'm a hugger. I think that hugging is a good form of interaction. It shows them that you care. It shows them that they're comforted. It shows them that compassion is there. So you definitely want that in their life. What is the most important duty of a parent? To provide a loving and stable home, to give them a roof over their head, food to eat, water to drink, milk to drink, but always provide them with faith, hope, and love. That's really the duty of a parent. What is the most draining aspect of parenthood? Although I haven't experienced yet myself, I would say the most draining aspect would probably be um, peer pressure would be something that would be draining for a parent to deal with, to try to teach the kids. You don't have to go with the flow, that you can be your own person. What is the most fulfilling aspect? I would say when they get that A that they've studied so hard for, or when they get that science project done before time, or just the little things when they want to say, I want to spend time with you, would be more fulfilling than anything else. What professional athlete or other famous person is the best role model for a child today? I'm going to say John Cena. Now, the reason I'm saying him is because of his motto, never give up. Because to me, that's the motto that I would want my child when the chips are down and it feels like the world is against you. Believe in yourself, believe in everything that you can conquer, and never give up. What is the most important thing you would want to teach your kids? I want to teach them so much. I want to teach them that there's good in everybody. Don't be taken as a fool, though. Make sure that you keep your guard up, but trust somewhat. Love always comes with the fear of never being enough, but you are enough. And know that you're everything that I ever wanted, because that's what I've always longed to be, was a mom and definitely a wife. But I've given up kind of on that hope of that, unless somebody's got a great big steel cast iron skillet that can go hit him over the head. Doubt that'll work. But I just think at this point that I would teach my kids that you have to believe in yourself and you have to keep going, and you just can't drop your chin for a moment or hang your head, and know that, you know what, God's got this. If you could have any TV program back, not in reruns, but in new episodes, which program would it be? Well, I would say back, if you would have asked me this about a year ago, I probably would have said 90210. And now I'm not so gung-ho because Luke Perry's not with us. But I have about 4 of them actually that I would love to see back on TV. There was a great show called what was it? So great I forgot, Moonlighting. And I would love to see that one back and not in reruns. The Sybil Shepherd, Bruce Willis chemistry was just electric. Also, I would have to say Dallas and Dynasty, Knots Landing. Definitely Nashville Now on TNN. I never cared for pure primetime country. I always liked Nashville Now better, so actually the whole TNN network, if we could just have that back, I would give anything. Have you ever performed in public, and did you enjoy it? I have performed in public, yes, and it was challenging, but I did enjoy it. Last song that you danced to. Good gravy, that was last night. I turned on that country music, not television, but the one where they play all the musics. And I turned it on and I danced to a real oldie, folks. Okay? Get this now. Tight Fitting Jeans by Conway Twitty. Love that man. Always will. Would you rather browse through a bookstore or a record store? I would say maybe split my time in half, because I love both of those things so much. What movie could you see again and again and again? If you know me, if it's a favorite of mine, I am going to watch it again and again and again. It doesn't matter. So whether it's a country music biopic like Walk the Line, or Pure Country by George Strait, or Urban Cowboy with John Travolta, 8 Seconds with Luke Perry, or if you move forward in time and have the Hallmark Channel movies, Unleashing Mr. Darcy, Marrying Mr. Darcy, hint, 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 Hallmark Channel, get off the ball, and let's do number 3. Is there usually a TV on in your house, no matter what time of day it is? Grandpa is in the house with me, so the answer to that is usually yes. What movies have you seen several times? See above. What category on a quiz show would you choose to get the best chance of winning? Country music songs from the 90s. Definitely, I think I'd win that with hands down. Thank you for your question and answers. I might sing a song for you. We'll see. Love you all. Have a great weekend.